All right. Fire them up. What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Genre of Your Life podcast, your go-to podcast for all things movies, TV, entertainment, and a podcast that will warn you this summer, if you have any unreleased music, be careful with who you share it with.
Yeah.
Right?
You better have a record. Better have that shit recorded, written down somewhere. Eyewitnesses.
That's true. That's true.
Copyright is no joke.
That's right. You can't be telling everybody everything.
What's that line from The Office? Identity theft is not a crime, Jim. People suffer every year.
Identity theft is not a joke, Jim. Millions of Americans suffer every year.
And it's a very true fact, including now music and copyright. That's what we were told in college. We were told in film school, you better copyright everything. I'm like, I know it's on my copyright everything. So, yeah, or you will be sued. So, don't be stealing this podcast either. But of course, I'm one of your hosts, Doug Jones. With me, as always, are my amazing co-hosts, two of my favorite people in the world. First off, we have the amazing, wonderful, spectacular Mr. Nick Johnson. What's going on, Nick?
Not much, man. Happy to be here, doing good, chilling. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you,
brother,
my boy.
doing all right.
No. Hey, man. Got a lot to talk about tonight, man. It's going to be a good episode, man. I feel it.
Hell yeah.
I feel it. And of course, last but not least, it is the man, the myth, the legend himself. It's Mr. Moses Lawley. What's going on, Moses?
What's going on, guys? I'm happy to be here. You know, it's going to be a great show. And, yeah.
May I add also, I'm sorry, the birthday boy, Moses Lawley. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy fucking birthday.
Guys, come on. You know that. Come on now.
No. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, it is my birthday today. It is my birthday. Yeah.
How old are you now, if I may? Oh, you know, I don't know.
I'm 40.
40.
I can tell.
Nah, I'm 20.
You look
29.
like it. Oh no, that's what I thought you said 29 earlier.
Yeah, 29. I'm getting old, man. You know, but I can't grow a beard still, which is disappointing.
That's good, man. Like, if you can't grow a beard, that means it's less grays likely to show up.
Let us know tomorrow. We go to the movies this weekend. What the senior discount rate is going now for tickets at a movie?
Yeah, funny.
You know, because you're old now.
You funny.
Do you get a senior unlimited Regal discount now?
Yeah, I don't. No, I'm kidding.
Segue.
I'm just teasing Moses.
I'll give you shit too.
But yeah.
Wish our boy happy birthday, big 29, to quote No Girl. 29. But of course, we're glad you all are here. If you're new to the podcast, welcome to the show. If you're returning, welcome back. I know we're a bit of a hiatus because, you know, life gets busy, y'all. You know, shit, we all working. You know, life gets busy. You know, man, we got bills to pay, man. Our backs are hurting now. You know, we got early bedtimes and curfews. I'm just kidding. No, thank you all for doing this. I know we're kind of a little, again, this work's been life's been crazy, but we are back better than ever and back in action for this episode. First off, thank you all so much. A big milestone this month, of course, was that we hit 1,000 subs on YouTube, which is a huge milestone. Team effort from everyone here, to Nick, your amazing wife, Kaylin, to our listeners, our day one audiences, our Expendables 4 fans who carried us to, almost going to carry us to that thing, which is still growing, which is hilarious. Out of all the movies, yeah, we've been privileged enough to see a lot of great movies and, you know, stuff early, a lot of cool coverage for South by, you know, events, whatever. But for some reason, the Expendables 4 is still our bread and butter when it comes to viewership on YouTube.
Hey, shout out to Expendables, man. You know?
Hell yeah. I heard a rumor that they're trying to do like a female version, maybe.
Yes,
I don't know if it's legit. Is it? Okay.
It will be.
I'm not mad at that.
We'll be there without a theater reaction, and you know what? We got to find that kid. We got to find that man and his baby.
Nah, fuck this. Why? So we can take up the whole fucking review?
Yeah, just put my baby in the review.
I'm like, get your baby off of this fucking camera, respectfully.
It's always funny when we do reactions and the people come up to us, or last night we had a nice cute little girl trying to sell us. I think it was candy or some Moses
like some chocolates or something.
Or Moses and I getting thrown out of the marketplace for just So I know what it's always kind of funny when we were doing a reaction. People were like, like. Minus a little girl last night, that cute little girl last night, but like the people in general were like, "Hey, can we be in your video?" And it was like, fucking mid-thought. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, yeah, okay, great, all right. But no, this was a very huge team effort, so thank you all for getting us there. Again, and I love Nick's reaction when we saw him at Is God Is. You were like, all right, time for 1 million.
Yeah.
I was like, so
Tyrone Magnus, he'd be like, 1 million subscribers.
Yep.
Woo!
Woo!
Shout out Tyrone Magnus.
So
yeah, 1 million subscribers. That's the next goal.
The next goal.
Try to get there in a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? We're on our way.
Hey, I'll tell you what though.
Next week, we'll definitely get it by next
week. Yeah.
I think this summer, with the amount of movies we're gonna be having access to, like Disclosure Day, and obviously with like even the Odyssey, I think it's possible. 1 million by August. Let's call it out now. Let's speak on it right now. 1 million by August.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you never know. But no, thank you all so much. That's a huge milestone for us. Hey, you're right. You're so right. It's hey, anything's possible nowadays. You know, it's the beauty of the internet.
Hell yeah.
But no, thank you all so much for getting up there. That was a huge accomplishment. That's a huge milestone for us. We're just working our way up now to get I think it was like the viewership like 4,000 public hours, whatever that means. So keep watching our stuff, keep watching our video, share with movie fans, other podcast fans, you name it, anybody. And of course, you can find this podcast on your favorite podcast platform, whether it's Spotify, Apple, Amazon. Of course, our YouTube show, like I said, on youtube.com/Midway Avenue Productions. Again, Apple Podcast listeners, again, need your help. 200 Apple Podcasts. That's our goal this summer as well. Help us get there for analytics, for more viewership as well. It's kind of like helping us get to more access to screenings and festivals and interviews, stuff like that. So again, we love you all on Spotify and Amazon, everyone. iHeartRadio, Pandora, we love you all. But Apple Podcasts, it really is the kind of the nucleus and the heart of entertainment podcasting nowadays. So we need your help, Apple Podcast listeners. 200 ratings and reviews. So help us get there, please. So thank you all so much for your ongoing support. One more thing of housekeeping before we begin the show is, of course, Power Ballad was going to be tonight's theme of the episode, our main review tonight. Thanks to our friends at, of course, Movies More Fun, who we love dearly, and, of course, Lionsgate themselves. We are actually now promoting, for our AZ listeners at least, if you are in the AZ area, go out this weekend and go see Power Ballad. Guess what? For free. No strings attached, for free. Harkins Camelview in Scottsdale all weekend long. From today, the 28th, to the 31st. You can see Power Ballad, a heartfelt and feel-good movie of the summer. A movie that we're actually quoted on the trailer and poster. No surprise, the movie's going to be a big hit, I hope. And so definitely use the code Adam Tickets. Use the code Adam Ballad when you're checking out. Again, free. 2 free tickets from the day 28th to 31st at Harkins Camelview in Scottsdale. Again, you can use any showtime, any day you want. Again, within that time range of the 23rd to the 31st. AdamTickets.com, using code AdamBallad to get 2. Again, no joke, guys. 2 free tickets to go see Power Ballad with Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas. Don't miss out on this. Go support this movie. Again, it's free $9.99. That's the best price ever. Come on now. Free tickets. Free tickets.
Hell yeah.
Come on.
Free tickets, guys. Free tickets. This movie was really, really fun. So go check it out. It really was really entertaining.
It's like, I don't want to say it changed my life necessarily, but God damn it, it was good. You know what I'm saying? You would be doing yourself a disservice if you did not see this movie.
Yeah.
We're helping you out here. That's a good
2 tickets? 2 free tickets too?
Two.
That's a whole lot of free tickets, man.
2, bro.
2 tickets. 2 tickets.
That's a lot. That's a lot of free tickets.
And guess what? Harkins Camelview has free parking in the garage. Even better. So guess what? You park for free. Movies for free. You gotta pay for popcorn. Hey, that's worth it.
Hey, they might give you free popcorn. You don't know.
You never know.
And unless you go see this movie for free.
You never know.
We, of course, are not saying with certainty that they will give you free snacks.
But
just understand. But the tickets for sure are free. The tickets for sure.
Free.
We can guarantee that, but that's it, though.
We're free. Go support this movie. We've been championing it since South by, of course. Obviously, again, we're honored to be part of the marketing and trailer for this movie and poster. Go see this movie, y'all. Again, AdamTickets.com, Harkins Camelview, Scottsdale, and use the code AdamBallad to 2 free. Again, guys, no joke. No strings attached. No timeshare involved. 2 free tickets to see Power Ballad this weekend exclusively in theaters at Harkins Camelview in Scottsdale. And thank you to our friends, of course, at Movies More Fun and Lionsgate for the support on this. We were really honored to kind of promote this movie and promote this giveaway. So go see Power Ballad this weekend. Alrighty, folks. Again, before we do Power Ballad, I got one quick review out of the way before we do our Power Ballad review, and that movie is Pressure. That the embargo just lifted the other day. Again, probably not got a good World War II drama thriller in a while. It's been super quick overview. Pressure, starring, of course, Brendan Fraser, the legend himself, Andrew Scott, Carrie Conner, and Damian Lewis. Again, the fate of the free world hangs in the balance as General Dwight D. Eisenhower and Captain James Stagg face the impossible choice: launch the D-Day invasion or risk losing World War II altogether. I gotta be honest, I don't know about you guys, but I was getting a little I thought the historical drama genre of films were there's a lot of them the past couple of years. I felt like the last 10 years, It was like a lot of like historical drama about this. I mean, of all time periods. And listen, I don't mind a good historical drama here and there or a thriller, but like, I feel like it was kind of like, we were kind of being bombarded with them a lot in TV and movies.
Yeah, I would say that the only one that came out was, in the past couple of years was Oppenheimer. That was really, really well done. Of course, made by Christopher Nolan himself.
Yes, sir.
But there is another one that came out called Devotion.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I was just talking about the movie.
Yeah, that was the only one that I'd seen that I thought was also really, really, that I was entertained by. But then I just started seeing more and more and more. And then I was like, I feel like I'm getting bombarded by this. I don't know if it's for me, and I just kind of stopped watching like historical like dramas like this one. I hope it's good or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you all. I was hearing about this movie, and then I was hearing from other colleagues, people we know. They go, "Hey, you should see this movie coming out in a month." I'm like, "Sure." So then I took my dad to the screening of this movie because he loves dads love historical dramas, thrillers. I gotta say, I was very surprised by this movie because I think it's a great companion to movies like Dunkirk and Darkest Hour. I thought I think it's like an hour 40. It goes by really fast. It's one of the most well-paced movies I've seen in a long time, and one of the most well-paced like historical dramas I've seen. Probably, I would say Oppenheimer to a degree, but I thought Dunkirk was pretty well-paced for the most part. And Devotion, I think Devotion was as well, but I was very surprised that an hour 40 just kind of flew by like that, and I was kind of like, oh wow, I'm like kind of surprised that wow. Kind of flew by. But honestly, though, I was very kind of watching. I'm like, it's kind of like the pacing and the structure. I was like, wow, I thought like they used the time period and the set pieces and kind of like the whole like severity of D-Day very well. And I'll tell you what, Brendan Fraser, man, wow. Again, talk about the pressure is on in this movie, no pun intended. But Brendan Fraser and Andrew Scott delivered just powerhouse performances, and I love the fact that Brendan Fraser is definitely still sticking with kind of like a more intense and serious roles like this. I love seeing kind of like he's kind of like the Renaissance, as they're calling it, for him to be kind of like more of a serious acting. Obviously, he won the Oscar for The Whale. You were at that Oscars, weren't you, Moses?
Was that the Oscar? What year was that? What year was that?
I think that was 2023. I think it was the year before. I think 2023.
No, I was in 2021 and 2022.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. I wasn't in the one 2023. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. That's right. But anyway, so yeah, I love seeing this kind of turn for him as a dramatic actor, and I thought again it's a powerful performance. He's bringing his A game to this. And you could tell though he really does enjoy doing a lot of these more serious roles. And obviously, we're us, 90s kids. We grew up with him. Of course, George of the Jungle, The Mummy, of course.
The Mummy, bro.
The Mummy. I can't say too much. I was talking to someone at South by who's connected to The Mummy, and I said, "Hey, I can't wait for this movie, blah, 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 blah." And I was told, just you wait. Just you wait. So again, okay. I can't reveal my sources. I'll tell you after the podcast. But I'm just saying though, I've heard from people who were connected to the movie. They're saying, just you wait. I was like, say less. Say less. So, but anyway, though, I do love seeing him kind of take these more dramatic roles. And him and Andrew Scott really just work well with each other because it's, again, they are allies, but also they're kind of enemies in a way, because like they're just so like they had the same mission, but their methods are very different, and all about like who can you trust during this like serious and more. I mean, again, about to be this most impactful, one of the most impactful days in history, in terms of war or whatever too. But very well paced, great production design. Focus Features, man, I think this year and last year is bringing their A game when it comes to these lower budget, not indie films, but with this and Begonia.
It feels like a mid tier, low budget,
It is.
Right?
It is. And I love Focus Features are investing in movies like Begonia, like Obsession, like Last Breath that me and Nick saw last year. Like, I love that they're still investing kind of lower to middle tier budget movies with actual production design, real sets being built, shooting on location, great cinematography, great score. So yeah, I was very surprised by this movie. Also too, because I had no idea how important the weather and meteorology played on D-Day in World War II. Mm-hmm. Like, this movie breaks down like, no, you have no idea like how they were going over like maps of the weather, historical days of like, on 20 years ago. It was this weather. Like, I legit was kind of like caught off guard. I was like, wow, the weather played a massive deal on whether to strike on D-Day, whether to kind of go through with it or delay it, whatever too. And for a PG-13 movie, when you see them at war, it's very brutal. It is very, very brutal. I was like, wow, they're kind of pushing this PG-13 rating pretty far. But again, I do think that if you watch this with Dunkirk or The Darkest Hour with Gary Oldman, it's a great double feature or triple feature, because I think they kind of go hand in hand very well with each other. Same production team. I think same production team and producers as The Darkest Hour. You can definitely tell that the filmmaking and kind of like the tone of it all too is very Darkest Hour. But watching it, I'm like, kind of watch Dunkirk now after seeing this. But yeah, very well paced, well acted. I will say though, Carrie Condon, who I love, she was the main tech in F1. She's the voice of Friday.
F1, yeah.
And the Marvel universe. I do think she's a bit underutilized. I think she's a very talented actress. I mean, don't get me wrong. We've seen her in bad movies like Night Swim, unfortunately. But
I keep forgetting about that movie.
Dude, I see her. I'm like, you were in this really bad movie, but you're also in F1. I love you in. I thought when she's on the screen, she definitely steals the show with her scenes. But I do think that she's a bit underutilized personally. I think she's a very talented actor, as Chris Messina and Damian Lewis as well. But when they're on screen, though, the supporting cast, Damian Lewis, Chris Messina, and Carrie Condon, they shine as well. But could have used a bit more of them, or definitely a bit more Carrie Condon. But walking out of it, I was like, wow, very surprised. And I loved how they used real life footage, and they used it kind of like into the film very well, where it was kind of seamless, where I was like, wow, like I thought how they used, it wasn't too jarring, it wasn't too like, here's some stock footage from that time, whatever. No, they used real life footage very well as a narrative and storytelling choice, where I was like, I liked how you use this. And again, hour 40, it's not bloated, it's not 3 hours, it doesn't drag on, it's very well paced. Again, we're checking out. Again, I just love seeing that Universal, which Focus Features is owned by, I do love seeing Universal and Focus definitely still invest in these kind of mid-lower tier budget movies for the theatrical release. So I'm giving this movie a solid 8 out of 10. We're checking out. If you're a historical genre fan, or you like movies like this, or Dunkirk, Darkest Hour, you name it, Devotion, I mean, anything, we're checking out. And two, good for Brendan Fraser for still doing these more serious, dramatic roles and committing to them. So yeah, that's my quick review of Pressure. Alrighty, folks, moving on now to the main event. Ooh, yeah. Well, y'all came to see Nick Jonas and us. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. Power Ballad. Again, we've been talking about this movie for a while. Like I said, a few weeks ago, we mentioned that we were on the poster, of course, right there, as well as the trailer. So you see the trailer for this movie, you'll see our amazing
click
podcast.
on it, Doug.
I got it right here. Actually, the poster is right here.
Hell yeah, pull it up.
See this? Oh, hold up. Why is it so blurry? Hold up. Let me see. Hold up. Power Ballad poster. Where is it? Come on.
Probably a small file.
Damn it. Small file.
Yeah.
You know who this is.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
And we're the second. Yeah, we're the second quote right there.
Where we are. Wait, hold up. What?
Yeah, we're the second quote.
I'll pull it up, actually. I have it right here.
See this with the crowd.
Where is it? Power Ballad. And if you see us on the social media, on the TikToks or ads for this, you'll see our quote as well. Aha! Yeah, baby.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's us.
That's
That's
us.
us.
Right there. Right there,
That's
second
us.
one, and then if you see the okay, also humble brag too, of course. If you want to see a really funny Q&A with the director, it was funny too. His buddy in this, Sandy, his buddy, also the co-writer of the movie as well.
Okay,
His
because I'm
group.
looking. I can't tell which one is.
So that's John Carney, director, writer.
Okay, and then that's Sandy right
Sandy
there.
right there, who was
Okay.
his buddy, kind of the goofy his friend, but also the co-writer of this movie as well.
Okay.
Of course, and there's Nick Jonas and Paul Rudd. Recommend what the Q&A is really funny. John Carney kind of broke it down. Humble post, of course, humble brag. Check out the Q&A. It's really funny, very insightful. It's again about 20 minutes, worth every minute. But going back to Power Ballad, of course, let's get into this, guys. Power Ballad. When Rick, a past his prime wedding singer, meets fading boy band star Danny during a gig, the two bond over music and a late night jam session. But when Danny turns one of Rick's songs into the hit that reunites his career, Rick sets out to reclaim the recognition he believes he deserves, even if it means risking everything he cares about. Dun 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 dun. Okay, Nick, starting with you, my friend. Again, no spoiler, of course. It's not a spoiler movie, but anyway, no spoiler still. What are your thoughts on Power Ballad?
Because I saw the trailer and I initially thought it was just going to be kind of like a lighthearted, feel good movie, and it was, but it was a lot funnier than I thought it was going to be. I did not expect to be laughing so hard, but overall, though, I found like Paul Rudd's character to be. I don't think relatable is necessarily the right word, but just the situation he's in where, like you see the trailer and it's like, okay, this was kind of my idea. Like you kind of stole it. Like watching him go through that journey was like there were some scenes. I felt almost as uncomfortable as when I saw Obsession, because it's like, when it's like, okay, so are you sure that this was your song to begin with, or like are you kind of just because like it was a lot of like, well, we have to like find the proof, and we don't know really like how credible this is, and even with that, like that's where some of the humor came from. But and without getting into spoilers, I liked how Paul Rudd's character and Nick Jonas's character, in some ways, are kind of like two sides of the same coin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like if any of their lives just went like slightly different, then it's like, I just not like they were like interchangeable, but again, it's like it's just one thing that could change the course of it, like could alter the course of your life, and they, like none of them were really like, it wasn't like a black and white thing. It was a lot of like kind of like morally gray areas. And I like that, and I did kind of feel like with Nick Jonas's character, with some of this, like I guess I kind of see where you're coming from. I see like kind of what the struggle is, but it's like at the same time, like it's some shit that I kind of disagree with just on a personal level. But and I'll leave it at that. It's hard not to get indisposed with this movie, but when I realized that John Carney was the director of this, like immediately I felt like I was getting sucked in, because I've only seen one other movie of his. It was Once, which I believe was released in 2007. You
gotta watch Begin Again for sure.
Yeah,
that was with Ruffalo and Keira Knightley, right?
Yeah, that was, you'll like that.
Was that one? Okay, good. I'll definitely I'll definitely check that out, because like this movie, I know like we're not here to talk about Once, but like this movie was like my introduction to John Carney, so. It was just like the thing about him, like the two movies of his that I've seen, I do love how he incorporates music and how it, it's diegetic and it's not diegetic, but like it actually like informs kind of like what the characters are going through and, like what the movie's about. So like with Power Ballad, the whole thing about the song, the thing that really spoke to me was like there was a discussion about, just aside from who wrote the song or who didn't, there was like a conversation that was about like, like why is this song so important? And I think that's what really like did it for me. I was already enjoying the movie to begin with, but that right there, it just brought it up like one or two notches. And it was already the movie was already at like at least at like an A for me. So like that, I was just, I just, oh my god, I loved it. And again, like I love just kind of like, yeah, oh man, I'm sorry, this is fucking tough. Like bottom line, I really liked this movie. I really enjoyed it. It was hilarious when it needed to be, and like even like some of the more like dramatic moments, man, like that shit fucking hits. But damn, yeah, I love this movie. This one is going in the Blu-ray collection for sure.
Hell yeah! Out of 10, what would you give it?
Out of 10, you know, I ain't gonna. I'll give it like a 9.5 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Because even like the way that it, I'm not gonna get into it, but the way that it ended, there was some, at least in my opinion, like there was like some ambiguity there, and I like that. I only like ambiguity in like media that I consume. Like, so I only like it like in movies, TV shows, maybe a book or something like that. But even with the ambiguity, you still had a very good feeling at the end of it. Like there was still something uplifting about it, you know. And I really like that. And I think John Crotty just really excels in that.
Yeah,
you know, like they go through like their own personal struggle, but you really, really feel for the characters, and a lot of that has to do with the music and the film. Like as soon as this shit is on Spotify, I'm downloading the fucking album.
1 hour. 1 hour. Huh? One more hour.
Let me set my timer real quick.
1 hour.
Oh, but
yeah,
man, no, I thought it was really good, and you know, like. Yeah, it was. I'll leave it at that. Otherwise, I'll be rambling all night.
Moses, what you got?
Yeah, I thought it was great, man. I had a good time. It was very wholesome. It was very sweet, you know, and it's very sweet and sour. No, I'm kidding.
Got him.
Got him. No, but it was fun, man. It was fun. You know, Paul Rudd and Nick, you know. Nick Jones and everything like that. They were both great.
Oh, Nick Jonas, sorry.
Nick Jonas. I said Nick
I just heard Nick. When I hear my name, I get excited.
Nick, we all know.
It's all about you, bro.
You're the better. You're the better, Nick. You know
y'all may not know this. I actually wrote the script for this movie.
That makes sense now.
That makes sense. That's actually that's why I like.
Got proof? You got proof, man.
You got proof.
Hey, you shut your mouth, Moses.
Hey man,
here's the thing. Because remember I told you about this like a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, sure.
I said,
sure.
I got this idea for a semi-musical, man, and I think it's gonna kill. It's gonna kill.
I remember. You still need proof though. Anyways.
Yeah. My wife said she doesn't like Kaylin. She don't remember. I got it. Like I got it on my.
Hey, you gotta go back to the files, man. You gotta go back to the computer and like look for it.
I wrote it down, but someone stole the napkin that I wrote it on, bro. So
you gotta
find this guy.
Had a whole script on a napkin. I believe it.
Let me give me a couple of days. I'll find it. I'll get the rights back. It's cool.
I
trust you. You got this, bro. But anyways, it was a great.
Do you think, Moses?
No, but overall, I thought it was great movie. You know, I had a great time. I would say I still love Begin Again. The one that came out with Keira Knightley and Mark Ruffalo. I thought that was a really, really great film. I enjoyed it. But this one I also really, really enjoyed because I thought it's a more sweeter film where you kind of like feel good inside when you walk out the theater. And it was hilarious. The whole entire theater was laughing too as well with, as the movie was going. And I just had a really, really good time. And and it's there's this relatability to as well with the character, especially with Paul Rudd, his character. Even though he's like I don't know, way older than I am or whatever it is, in terms of his character, I still feel like I can relate to his character. Mm-hmm. Like a person who has something to show, but nobody is listening, until somebody steals your work. And but yeah, I still relate to that. I still very much relate to that. And I love how his character. I hope this is not exactly a spoiler. When it comes down to the things he writes about,
Yes.
it's not about like the girl he's chasing after, whatever it is. It's about his family. It's about his daughter and everything that's what comes. That's where all the inspiration comes from,
Yep.
right? Which is really really cool. And yeah, I had a really really great time. Um, and uh, and and yeah, it was a good movie. It was really, really a good movie. I enjoyed it, you know. And there were some moments here and there that I didn't exactly, like or whatever it is, but overall it was enjoyable, And I would give it I would give it like I'll give it a eight, I'll give it like an eight. Begin Again, I'll give that like, his previous film, the director's previous film, I'll give that like a 9.5. But
Okay.
this is like an eight for me. Yeah.
Okay.
8, 7.5. Yeah.
I like that. Still a solid score. Still a solid score. Um, so it's funny when I saw this at South by. That's on my list. I'll be honest with you. I almost didn't go to this actually. Funny enough, originally, because I was like, oh no, I don't. That crazy. It's not crazy, right?
Yo, what?
It's not crazy. It's not crazy. And I'll say this for
I'm gonna go back to bed.
Yeah, I got it. I got to hear about this. You
no,
almost didn't
because
go?
when I was doing my list, I was like, cool, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. And I was like, okay, I want to see this movie. And I didn't see, there was no trailer for this movie came out at the time. And I was like, cool, and Paul Rudd, Nick Jones, okay, yeah, sure. I don't know, we'll see. And I was like, I don't know. And real quick, luckily, again, a contact of ours that was really cool. I was there, got me into the after party, the premiere, whatever. The after party was awesome. And but anyway, but before at the premiere itself, I was sitting there with my friend Emily, and I could tell when the lights went down and we started going, and the crowd was just erupting. I was like, yeah, I'm glad I stayed here. It was very the special experience of people just reacting. And again, after the movie ended, again, no spoilers, of course. When I saw it at South by, people were in tears. People were crying. And I got a little emotional myself, where I was like, "Oh wow, this really hit. Like, this definitely worked a lot." And I was like, "Oh man, like this movie was." It's awesome. I sat there. I was like, "Damn, this was really good." The credits played, and trust me, the soundtrack coming out tonight. I've had these songs in my head the past 3 months now. I've had these songs like in my head. I'm like, I will hum like the main song that you'll hear tonight on Spotify and Apple, whatever. The main song about this movie, whatever. That was written by John Carney himself. I was the director of this movie. I was like, oh man, like songs are catchy. It just worked. And I was like, oh man, this movie's really special. And while I was watching it, it reminded me a lot of films like Richard Linklater. And funny enough, at the Q&A and the intro, which you can watch on our YouTube channel, but by the way, he talks about Linklater a lot. And I was like, I see it. I was like, I see it. I see how he makes everyday characters. To your point, relatability. To your point, too, Nick, you talked about artistic integrity yesterday. And I was like, you're right about that as well. So he makes really kind of real characters with such kind of great
Big words.
Yeah, big
words, yeah.
Vocab level 4, and these makes kind of like really kind of relatable characters. Like you put it Once, Begin Again, and Sing Street. And while putting together, it was funny. When I watched it, I was like, "Oh, that's right. He did the Sing Street. He did Once. He did Begin Again." And it just makes sense. And to Nick's point as well, is that he really just blends comedy and music. It's kind of like everyday people just so well with his story. He writes them with so much depth and so much kind of like just really kind of very human characters. And to your point too, as well. Like I was watching something, I was laughing my ass off. Where I was like, "Oh man, this is." And the jokes when I saw it with you all last night, and I saw it at South by, I was like, "Oh, the jokes are working. They're landing, whatever." And that's why I said in our quote in our post in the poster in the trailer, I was like, see this with the crowd, y'all. Like you have to move with the crowd. You have to, because again, you gotta see films like this, original movies like this, that are very special. I think John Carney is a very special filmmaker, and I think all his movies are very special, and it shows in this movie more so a lot, where it's like, hey, like he has this really beautiful voice as a filmmaker and storyteller, but you see it with the crowd and people are just laughing, they're having a good time, they're like, ooh, they're gasping at certain uncomfortable scenes, and it's just like, it's meant for the theatrical experience, and it's meant to, share it with, 200 people in an auditorium or whatever, at Paramount, and the Paramount in Austin, 1,200 or whatever. So we really do mean see it with the crowd because it's a much better and enhanced experience, whatever. But yeah, I love this movie, as you all know. Again, Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas work so well together. They have great chemistry. Supporting cast in this is really good. Like all his bandmates, also his co-writer.
Oh yeah, 100%.
His co-writer
Sandy was fucking hilarious in that movie. Man.
I had to shout him out because the co-writer of this, Peter McDonald, who's also Sandy in the movie as well, really funny, just really, really funny, and he definitely stole the show in certain moments. But everyone,
what else has he been in?
What else has he been in?
He seemed pretty familiar.
The Stag, I Went Down, Woken, When Brendan Met Trudy, The Headsman, Pentecost, Saltwater, The Opportunist, Wreckers, Captain Jack, Nora, a few things. Was he the Batman?
The Batman.
Who the?
Was he the Batman?
Wait,
that's like very.
William McKenzie.
I don't
remember.
Played? Yeah, I don't remember.
In the Batman and the Penguin, because I saw some of the. Yeah, go to Google Images, man. Oh my gosh, I even got this.
Is that him?
Wait.
No.
Oh.
Wait. What the? This guy?
There's no. Is that him?
That's him.
Is that really?
Pull up the movie, bro. We gotta watch the movie now.
Is that really him?
What? No.
That was him.
Hey,
wow,
he's him, bro.
The fuck he is. He's him.
Yeah,
oh,
that's him.
Corrupt cop.
No shit, dude. Good for Peter McDonald, man. That's
hey,
cool.
Yo,
that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Oh wow,
that's pretty cool.
Wow.
That's pretty cool, actually. I did not know that till now. So, hey, good call, Nick. I'm pulling up his resume. Wow, that's pretty cool. But he steals the show. You see him as Sandy. He definitely steals the show. He has phenomenal chemistry with Paul Rudd. I'll tell you what, too. You know, Jack Rayner plays a good job. Always plays a kind of a good smug douche. Anything he plays in, whether it's this, Delivery Man, Transformers. He kind of plays a very kind of like douchey, smug kind of guy. Midsummer. Oh my god.
I was about to say
Midsummer.
like.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
Douche.
He always plays a fucking asshole.
He really does.
Like, that's, I'm not talking about the like. That's nothing to say about like him as an actual person. Just the characters he played that I've seen. Yeah. This motherfucker's an asshole, man.
Hey, if you guys like this movie too as well, I would suggest to go watch Flora and Son if you have Apple TV.
Oh, also John Carney. Also,
yeah. He's also
John
in it. Yep, he's also in that movie too as well.
As John Carney's movie as well. I keep forgetting John Carney.
Yeah,
it's his movie.
Yep. It's a really, really good movie. It's really fun, you know. It's very light and it's very heartwarming too as well, you know.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
I keep forgetting it's John Carney's movie. I keep forgetting. Yeah, see,
the Apple TV movie, you know. Apple TV, like they're really good when it comes down to like their production value. They're really good.
They hit, you know? They hit, man. It works. But yeah, no, I love this movie. I think it's just funny. It's very much has some definitely a little Judd Apatow to it as well. Wedding Singer to a degree. But you know, I love that John Carney still makes original films like this. I love that Paul Rudd still is attached to original films like that. And I'll be honest too, you know, I think Nick Jonas, this is his best work as an actor so far, if you ask me. He's good in Jumanji and some other stuff too, but to me, he's playing a version of himself in this movie to a degree. But I thought he showed some really, some damn good chops as an actor in this.
There's some moments. There's some moments for sure.
You know,
there's some moments for sure, especially when he was like, you know, playing on the piano and everything like that. There was some really, really good moments. You know,
it works. We see some musicians sometimes, or big famous actors trying to be actors, and you're just, or big sports, or musicians trying to be actors, and you're like, this wasn't for you. Like you tried, this wasn't for you. But I think with this I thought this was a good script for him, a good character for him.
Definitely was.
It just works. And really though, it's feel good. It's heartfelt. It's emotional. It hits all the right feels. All the right notes, I should say.
There you go.
That's what I meant to say. But again, this proves that John Carney is a very special filmmaker, and I love this movie. I loved it more. I saw last night with you guys. The more I thought about it, I just love this. And again, it's just it's when you see original films like this kind of genre and with comedy, it's like comedy nowadays too. It's like comedy is very rare now in theaters.
Yeah.
And having this kind of like, again, see what the crowd is, for example, because again, you want to see comedies and movies like this with the crowd, that kind of communal experience in the theater together, laughing, cheering together, clapping together, like kind of rooting together and hearing the music together as well. And it's I think it's an important movie of this summer. That's why we're really kind of like pushing this movie as much as we can, because it's deserved to be seen on the biggest screen possible with the packed audience. Again, humble brag, talking to all three of them, John, Paul, and Nick at the party, talking to John Carney. And John, if you're listening to this, you said you were, so hopefully you are. I was talking to you. He was like, hey, like, we need your help this summer with this movie. And I said, well, I love your work, sir, and I love this movie, so I got you. So, John, if you're listening, I told you I got you, my friend. But no, I think you made a very special movie. I think this is going to be a movie that like people are going to talk about for a while. I think the music's going to be also a big hit this summer as well. Again, great. The songs in this that he wrote, I think also with Peter McDonald as well. The songs are just very catchy. And the main song that it's been in my head like all 3 months. And hearing it last night with you guys, all day today, it's been in my head the entire day. The main song that the movie's about, whatever. It was funny too watching this again last night. I was like, it's got some Big Fat Liar elements to it as well.
Damn, yeah.
A movie, with Frankie Muniz and Paul Giamatti. Yeah, I think this movie's also, again, it is rated R for some of the language, whatever, but I think this movie can be enjoyed by all audiences, no matter the age. And I think it's also a good date night movie as well. But it's a lot. Again, it's also I think to Moses' point yesterday in our reactions about, I think also the movie says a good thing about like no matter how old you are or what age you are, keep chasing that dream. It's never too late.
Yeah,
it's never too late.
Yeah,
you got a song, go for it. Like you got a script, write it. Like it's never too late. I think in society and life we're always like, you're too old for this. Oh, you passed this or whatever. Says who? We have computers in our pockets with our phones. We have Macs and PCs or whatever too. You have the free software to do a podcast or to make some music or make a movie, whatever. Who's telling you no? Only yourself.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly. If you got a dream, you got to chase it.
Yeah, chase it. Chase that tune. You had that idea, a song, do it. You're never too late. You're never too old to do something. I think this film kind of goes, no matter what stage you are in your life, it's never too late. And I love that. And I think all his movies had that really kind of just like human, really emotional attachment to all his films. This movie definitely, I think, proves it. And again, too, I love that this film also was shot on location in Ireland. I think a little bit in LA as well.
Yeah.
The concert scenes felt authentic and real as well. It just works, man. It just really works. And this was a big surprise for me this year. Again, I'm honored that the podcast is featured on the poster and the trailer. And again, I feel like we've met a couple people.
I think this is. I was gonna say that I think this is probably like one of the I think this is like the best sort of like in terms of like us being featured on a poster.
Yeah.
Right. I think this being our first is a really, really good look for like our podcast and everything like that. Mm-hmm. As this being like our very, very first film and everything like that. And I think it's really, really dope, especially it's also an not independent, but it's an original story too as well. Yep. It's also really, really cool, and to be featured with like Paul Rudd, and Nick Jonas and everything, I think that's really cool. It's like we're right there. Yeah,
I know.
It's super fucking cool, man.
You're right. I'm honored that this is the movie that this was the one that you see our podcast for the first time on the trailer, on a poster, on the big screen, whatever. And I gotta say again, story time for another episode. But I gotta say, if you have the honor or privilege of meeting Paul Rudd, he's the fucking coolest person in the world.
Yeah.
He's the nicest person in the world. He's so kind. He's very generous with his time. A genuine sweetheart. Everyone talks about how nice he is in real life. Believe it. He is a genuine, just sweetheart and so nice. Very personable. You can talk to me, our friend Nino, Emily, for like 30 minutes. Like we were old-time friends. I'm like, yo, this is Paul Rudd. This is Paul Rudd. And I'm quoting movies to him. He's quoting it back to me. Like, just like he's just a very just generous and nice dude. And I think we all of us kind of grew up with his movies, with 40-Year-Old Virgin and Knocked Up, and now Ant-Man, of course, other movies too, of course. But like you meet someone like him who you've seen for so long on the big screen, and you're like, oh, I'm nervous about him, and he just like defies expectations of how amazing of a human being he is. I walked away. I was like, man, I love you, Paul Rudd. Like, I love you even more now because, like, he just was just a really genuine gentleman, just a very just kind guy, and also too, like, he was so nice to everyone at that party we were at too, like all the us attendees, the staff, everyone, the publicists, the assistants, like, just could not have been nicer. So everything you hear about Paul Rudd being a genuine good dude, believe it times 1,000 because he is a fucking sweetheart. So I'm gonna give this movie, of course, a little biased, but this is going to be my first 10 out of 10 this year, this movie. I love this movie so much. And again, no, we're on the poster as you see right here in the trailer. But no, I just, seeing it last night with you all especially, like this was our first movie in 7 years. And forgive me, I was mistaken. Last movie we saw together was Uncut Gems with our beloved Julia. So I had the movies off, but it was still been 7 years since our last movie. So seeing it with you all last night, this was our first screening together professionally, but also us together in 7 years as well. So that emotional element watching with you guys last night like made me even love it even more. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I didn't even realize it had been like so long since because we're all like seeing a movie together. That's kind of crazy. The time just went by.
7 years, guys.
Time,
it's
bro.
crazy.
Time.
Crazy fucking years. Yeah, man. We're all older, especially Moses.
Yeah, hey, I'm only 1 year older than you. Relax,
Gramps.
I didn't know if you were gonna make it on the podcast today, Moses. I don't know. I'll just tease.
I'm gonna bring my cane next time.
Yeah. My back.
Cane, your arthritis medicine, man.
Shakes.
All of senior discount, bro.
ARP.
Your spectacles.
You're gonna be what 29, but like in a few months, not
a few months. A few months for me, yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, a few months for you. All right, old head.
Well, no, I'll be 29 next year.
He's got time.
With y'all old asses.
He's got time. Gotta say two things real quick that made me crack up last night. I felt like last night we were kind of like back in college because I remember last night there was an actress who was really beautiful, and me and Moses both go, "Damn, she fine as hell." At the same time, we said it at the same time, and we were just cracking up.
Who was that? I don't remember.
It was the girlfriend of Nick Jonas in that part of the movie.
When he was on the piano?
Yeah, the piano. And we started earlier.
Yeah.
And Moses and I were like, damn, was she fine? Saying that was she fine. We started cracking up. And no spoiler, of course. Nick turns to me at one point in the movie, and Nick goes, I'm about to end this man's career.
Oh, yeah. There was like a certain point in the movie, I'm like, oh, he's about to fuck some shit up.
And then one more thing to Moses goes, yo, how old is Paul Rudd? He's in his 50s, right? And Moses goes, God damn, he looks good.
Yeah,
I was like, man, he's like 54. I'm like, that can't be real. That can't be real. It's like a vampire, man, because it's like, you know, to be that old, and still like not look as like old, hey,
and
up, you know.
I'll tell you what, too, beating him in person.
Like that when I'm his age.
He also also smells good in person, too.
I'll take your word for that, Doug. That's what's up.
Yeah. But no, I, again, love this movie. We all getting 3 glowing reviews. Again, y'all, AZ listeners, movie fans, Harkins Camelview this weekend. See this movie. We're giving you tickets for free. For free. Adam Ballard is the... Please see this movie this weekend. Show some love. Get the word about this movie. Support John Carney. Support Paul Rudd. Support Nick Jonas. Support Lionsgate. Support original filmmaking in theaters. Theatrical original filmmaking in theaters. This movie needs your support and your love. You're going to love this movie the way we did. Go support original films in the theater. Go to the movie theater for free. For free. Yeah, and I think honestly, guys, it's probably one of my new favorite Paul Rudd movies too. Like, I can't wait to watch it again, see it again. Like, it just works on so many different levels, and I think the showcases it shows too, like, he can do the Ant-Man stuff, he can do I Love You Mans and Knocked Up, whatever too. He can do the kind of the goofy stuff, whatever too. But you see this, you're like, he's still got that kind of dramatic and that balance of drama and comedy very well, and he can sing too.
Yep.
And he can sing too. So, yeah, it just works. But, yeah, guys, please go support this movie. You won't regret it. The feel-good, I think, heartfelt movie of the summer. I'm calling it now. Or in the year, actually, at this point. But definitely see this movie, The Crowd, and just, again, see it in theaters. Please. Alrighty, folks. We're going to end on our most anticipated movie of the summer. Who has their pick or option?
I got my 3 ready to go.
All right, birthday boy, go for it.
Are we doing 3 of them?
Yeah, just doing 3.
Yeah,
Okay, we gotta bounce in a few here.
Doing 3.
Gotcha.
But yeah, first, of course, number 1 is The Odyssey.
Yeah.
Yo.
The Odyssey for me, I'm excited for
I
that
feel
movie.
like we can all agree on The Odyssey, right?
Number 1 for the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, the first one for me.
Oh, like, that's not me?
All 3 of us. Number 1, Odyssey.
Number 1 is The Odyssey. There being some words about it, but I don't even care, bro. I don't even care who's in it.
Don't get me started on that.
I'm gonna go watch it. I don't care if there's like a chihuahua in it and it's not supposed to be in that movie. I'm gonna go watch the movie.
The Taco Bell chihuahua? No mas.
I don't care if Christopher Nolan casts it. I don't care. I'm gonna go watch this movie because it's Christopher Nolan, The Odyssey. You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about right now?
Right.
What are we talking about?
Bitch about the armor.
An epic.
The armor sucks.
Yeah, but it's like I've only heard about like the armor and then like some of the casting choices. I'm like, hey, y'all, wait till the movie comes out before you have an opinion about it.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna love this movie. But I'm trying to have like my expectations a little like low so I can be excited for something, you know.
Yeah.
But overall, this is my number 1. I'm excited for this movie. It's all shot complete IMAX.
Woo!
Which is amazing to see, you know. And that 4:3 aspect ratio is going to be really, really great, you know. And yeah, man. Like I saw the trailer too as well. I saw the prologue.
Oh, the
if
prologue.
you see the prologue, like
awesome.
you're gonna it's the greatest thing in the world.
Oh wow.
The prologue, man, is like one of the coolest like prologues that I ever seen. Not the one of them, but is the coolest prologue I've ever seen in my life, man. Because the way that they built anticipation, you know, in that 6 minute that they show us on the IMAX screen, is crazy. It's crazy. The soundtrack too, as well. Like, sorry, the score too.
Oh. Ludwig.
Man, anyways, that's my number 1. My number 2, of course, is Spider-Man. I'm excited for that movie.
It's mine too.
Yeah, we about to have the same fucking list.
Same list, y'all.
Basically, I'm excited for this movie. I haven't been liking the posters as much. I've been liking a few here and there. You know, I love that one.
I fuck with this one a lot.
Poster. I thought it was great. Yeah,
that was
Spider-Man too.
I was just about to say because with Doc Ock in the eye.
Yeah, baby.
I used to have that fucking poster in my room, bro.
Where's it now?
Yeah.
Where is it now? You know what?
Fuck.
I know. I gotta go find it. I left with a buddy of mine. Yeah, that shit goes.
Baby.
No,
that shit fucking goes.
Yeah, baby.
I think I just saw some of the Empire posters that they had, and I was just like, I don't really mess with like that one. I think it's the one, the Instagram one. Not that one, but like the one that one right there. I was just like, I didn't really mess with that because I was like, it feels like a toy. Like
it looks kind of like, hey,
you know what I mean?
You know, come visit Universal Studios because we got.
Yeah, so that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like, and I'm like,
good point.
I don't like that.
Good point.
You know,
come here, man.
I got you. I wanna see a human being in costume actually taking a photo, like, you know, like being in frame and actually taking a photo, and then of course, you know, going on Photoshop and doing some work here and there. But anyways, that's my number 2. I would say my number 3 right now. It might change,
okay.
But of course, it's you know, it comes out like next week or the week after, but Disclosure Day. Yeah, I'm excited for that movie. My GOAT, you know,
Spielberg.
He's back. Always be my GOAT. Probably he's not my number 1. He's my number 1 GOAT. But
you're his too.
Hilarious. But yeah, I'm excited for this movie, man. I love sci-fi, you know, and I know the sci-fi genre, when it comes down to Spielberg, he
Yeah, baby.
dominates in that world, and I've been hearing great things about this movie too as
Yeah.
well, and that is it's a little weird, a little bit, which I'm excited about, and and yeah, man, yeah, those are my number three, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for all three. Yeah,
Nick,
Hell
my
yeah.
friend,
yeah.
floor is yours.
Okay.
So when
Minions.
fuck no, respectfully. Scary Movie 6 comes out this summer, right?
Next week.
Yeah,
What's
it comes
weird,
out
dude?
next week.
There's no screenings for it next week. I asked all around.
Really?
There's no screenings for it. I asked people who are on that list.
Hmm.
They're like, nope. I was like, what?
Okay.
Yeah, next week.
Okay, well, definitely, yeah. Scary Movie 6. I'm really looking forward to that. I like all of the scary movies, but this one specifically, I'm excited for because the Wayans brothers are coming back, so I'm looking forward to seeing that type of humor again. And I hope that they just do what the Wayans brothers do. I want it to be like funny, raunchy. I want it to be like crazy, like kind of gross. You know how they did like the first two. Like I don't want them to hold back on the humor. I just want them to go like full force, and I'm excited to see like some of the movies that they're going to spook too. Because I think we talked about it when we were South by fucking Long Legs.
I had the list.
We have the list.
Yep.
Cinders, man. I'm looking forward to all of that. But and then we already talked about the Odyssey and Spider-Man. Spider-Man Branding Day. I'm excited for those ones too. The Odyssey too. Damn, I walked past Matt Damon on the stairs, man.
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
In his Odyssey, like
I did not fucking recognize him because it's like he kind of looks like Matt Damon, but he's got like a beard and he just seemed like I guess thinner than how I remembered him or something like that. That's exactly how it looked, except he was in a fucking a shirt and some pants. But I was like, because I kept like looking back, I was like, is that? But every time I look back, he was further up, and there's like more people shuffling through. I'm like, nah, that's not. Because what are the chances I'm gonna see fucking Matt Damon? And then Doug's like, ain't that Matt Damon right up there? I was like, dog, that's the guy I walked past on the stairs. Oh my gosh! But yeah, Matt, not Matt. Odyssey. Looking forward to. I got Matt Damon on my mind now. Fuck. But yeah, the Odyssey. I'm looking forward to that. And just because I like Chris Nolan, the Odyssey story is pretty cool to me. And some people they've been talking shit about like the cast and the armor shit like that. That doesn't fucking bother me. One, because I don't know how the movie is yet, so how am I gonna judge it? And also like it's. I don't know. Then the whole the armor looks weird. Yes, it's a fucking movie at the end of the day, and it's going to be stylized in a certain way. And also, the shit's not based off of a true story. I know it's like, well,
my God, bro,
this is what was going on. Yeah, it's like, well, historically, this shit was going on. Yeah, but again, it's still fictitious.
Bro,
all this shit is made up.
Movie.
There's a Cyclops. There's a Cyclops.
There's a Cyclops. There's giants and there's witches.
It's sirens and Athena and all the fucking Greek gods and shit. I think Poseidon's gonna be in that movie. So is it gonna be like, well, technically, this is how Poseidon really was back then? No, because he didn't exist back then. It's all made up. It's a great story, but fuck. And then I talked about Spider-Man. I'm excited for Spider-Man. I like the character, and I'm really excited to see what like how they're gonna do it because it does look just tonally different.
Yep.
It looks a little bit darker, a little bit heavier in some aspects. I hope Daredevil's in it because it looked like he was fighting the Hand, and that's the Hand comes from the fucking Daredevil comics. Yeah, right there. I'm kind of hoping that they, at least in some ways, adapt the other storyline for Brand New Day because that was just one that I really really enjoyed. Growing up, and I just think that'd be cool. So yeah, Spider-Man, Brand New Day, The Odyssey, and Scary Movie 6.
That's not 3, bro.
Spider-Man, The Odyssey, and Scary Movie 6.
Oh, that is. It's 3.
Yeah. See.
Old man.
It's that old age getting to
old man. What's that? How many times I teach you, old man?
Yeah, see. Take your ass to sleep, Grandpa. You know what's crazy about that? When he said that's not 3, genuinely, the reason I held up my fingers was I was trying to count for myself, so I was like, did I really have to count on that?
Wait, hold on.
I was like, what are you doing?
Hey, Siri. Retirement homes near me.
Yeah, funny.
Sorry, Moses, bro. I
Yeah,
gotta put you home, bro. Hey, we'll record the podcast from your home, bro. You get three soups a day. You get a accessible handicap bathroom.
Right, you can turn 29 in like 3 months.
Hey, man, you like Jello? Plenty of Jello for you.
There's about to be a whole lot of that, for your teeth start falling out.
Oh man.
But yeah, obviously, I'm very similar to Way versus Odyssey, just because of the IMAX. Like, again, this is the first really kind of 1:4:3 IMAX movie the entire time, shot with a brand new IMAX camera,
right?
which is crazy.
That's gonna be insane,
dude. I cannot wait for this movie. And to y'all point too, to everyone's doubting Christopher Nolan, you're gonna doubt Christopher Nolan. You're gonna doubt.
Christopher Nolan?
Name one bad movie he's done.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
He's been attached to bad movies. Was that one with Johnny Depp that was it Translucent or Transparent?
Oh,
Transcendence.
Transcendence.
Yeah.
I didn't think Transcendence was that bad. It was just kind of like missing a certain oomph about it.
Undercooked. It was undercooked.
It was undercooked.
Yeah.
But anyways, other than that, he hasn't missed.
So the quote,
his worst movie was Dunkirk. That wasn't a bad movie.
I agree. Yeah. I completely agree.
Did we watch that in 70mm?
We did. Remember, because we were in line for another movie for a screening, actually, for Hitman's Bodyguard, and we just missed the cutoff, and we were like, fuck. And we were like, Dunkirk in 5 minutes. We were like, all right, fuck it. We walked right into the
It's like, hey, we here.
We paid for it. I remember back in the day, too, it was no assigned seating at Team Marketplace, so we were like, we're already here, so... Fuck it, we walked right into that theater,
bro. I cannot believe there wasn't assigned seating.
Yeah, remember it was all the rockers. Wherever. It was the old seating too. Remember it was before the remodel.
It was a different time back then. That armor is fucking tough, by the way.
It's cool, bro. And it's fucking Benny Sathy right there,
bro.
Too.
It's great.
I don't know,
it's
man.
Great.
It's
I think it looks cool,
bro.
Quote, you should see. Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. You would think it's even cooler when you watch the prologue, bro.
It's cool, dude. It's so
cool. I cannot wait for the Odyssey. Jesus Louise,
bro. I'm telling you, like the moment that he comes into frame,
awesome,
and there's like a ton of people, like his like army is kind of like running behind him towards other people. You hear like score. It's crazy.
It's awesome, dude.
Wait, and they got Travis Scott in there? Yeah,
Travis Scott, man.
I need that.
Straight up.
I need that movie right now.
Straight up.
It's crazy.
You know that we're getting a soundtrack song from Travis Scott. You know we are. You know we are. You know we are, bro.
It's gonna be fire.
If we got one for Tenet, bro, we're getting one for fucking the Odyssey. I'll say this too. It's like to quote the great Dave Chappelle, or you could shut the fuck up. It's like, dude, it's like you're a doubt Christopher Nolan, the guy who gave us banger after banger after banger
the
after
Dark
banger.
Knight trilogy.
Yeah, like
Inception.
Interstellar.
The Prestige.
Yeah.
Interstellar.
Like
Oppenheimer.
Who is doubting this man? It's like you are some crybabies. It's like, oh my
bro, especially
God.
when he released Oppenheimer 2 as well, just like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
it's like
one best picture, best director. Yeah, are y'all kidding me, bro?
What are you talking about?
Y'all kidding me with this shit?
It's Oppenheimer.
It's
Oppenheimer was so good. I wanted him to make a part 2.
Yeah.
Me too.
Or
I wanted the fucking sequel.
As Nick called it, we saw it there. I called it Toppenheimer. But yeah, I mean, obviously,
I ain't even gonna go there with you.
That was so funny, bro. I started cracking up. You told me that we said that IMAX. But no, when we say IMAX and Climax, we mean because of Christopher Nolan's movies. Because every time, Tenet, Interstellar,
that's how much
Odyssey.
we love him.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm with you, Odyssey. I can't fucking wait to day one. I got that fucking that ticket right now. Is looking at me right now. I can't wait for this movie. Harkins, make sure to give out actual film strips for us on opening weekend, please. We want that shit. So yeah, obviously Odyssey, 2, Spider-Man. Y'all know me. Spider-Man's my favorite character of all time for superheroes. I love Spider-Man. I am kind of like curious how they're gonna do it post No Way Home. I love No Way Home, as we all know on this podcast. I love that movie dearly. I'm with you, though, too, Moses. I don't love the posters for these movies either. Also, I didn't love it for No Way Home.
Feel undone for some reason. It just feel like all undone. It's like.
I don't even remember the No Way Home posters. Sometimes posters just be kind of like ass.
This was kind of the floating heads. The floating heads I didn't like.
I don't like floating.
This was cool.
They just. That was cool and everything like that. But some of
The
them,
one
like,
with the Doc Ock
if you
obviously ain't too
compare,
bad.
like, be honest with me, if you compare these posters and the one that came out with like Tobey Maguire, like,
Oh my
there's
god,
no
dude.
match, bro.
Bro, come on,
There's,
Bro.
bro. This trailer, this fucking poster broke the internet. Remember this?
bro,
This
No,
one,
like, are you
this shit.
kidding me?
That was cool. The solo one, that
yeah,
right
The
there.
solo one,
broke
bro.
the internet,
That,
bro.
Yo, oh
bro.
man.
There's no
When
comparison,
I
bro.
saw
Because
that
it's like,
poster,
what are you
that
talking
became my
about?
personality for like 2 months when that
Bro,
poster came out.
bro.
That's tough.
You ever see the meme for this one where it was like white kids when they hear Mo Bamba at the bar or club?
Yeah. I did see that one flying around everywhere too. I'm like,
But
okay,
I mean, look at this shit, bro. I mean, to your point, Moses, you're right. Like, look at this, bro. Like, you can't like this.
There's
This was
no
like,
comparison, bro. It's
no,
like,
I'm about to put this
man,
movie
they're
on.
not trying hard enough in these like
no.
posters, bro. No more. I'm
Yeah,
just like,
because
bro.
sometimes it does feel like let's just throw some shit out there. We'll tie it in the movie. We'll have the names. We'll have all the stuff. It's like nah, like I want something artistic. I want something creative that non-verbally tells you kind of like what the story's going to be about.
I thought the fucking Far From Home was ass. This was Photoshop ass.
Yeah,
this
it's
was
it's
ass.
just boring.
Yeah, this
It's
was
boring.
garbage. That was okay, but
You know
like
what
this
I
was
mean?
garbage.
That was a little bit better.
but this was
Yeah.
bro. This was shit, bro.
Like that one, the right next to it, I thought that was good.
This was great.
That was nice.
Yeah,
Love
because
this
it's
one.
like okay,
Good. Love
he
this
traveled,
one.
so he got the stickers. That's dope. That's dope.
I love this one. Ass.
The Homecoming ones were pretty cool.
Homecoming
That
one-
looks like it's Photoshop. That don't even look like a real movie trailer.
Garbage, bro. This was
That
garbage.
looks like fan art. And if to whoever made that, no disrespect, the shit looks like fan art.
Have you, bro? I had this. I don't know why I bought this. I got some when we were in college. I should have returned this, bro. The steelbook was atrocious, bro. For this one, look at this shit, bro. Look at this Photoshop. Look at that, bro. This is from.
Bro,
this
that's
is-
trash.
This is from fucking Homecoming, bro. Ass. This is trash, bro. What are we doing here? I bought this at Best Buy, and I was like, why the fuck did I
Hey.
buy this? I was so
Yeah.
mad, bro. I was so
No,
mad.
it's
I was-
colorful, I guess, but no,
But-
it's just like
the
Yeah.
Homecoming
make
one.
something creative.
Homecoming had a cool one. This was clever. It was Ferris
That was
Bueller-esque.
cool. That was
That
cool.
one was cool.
This was kind of ass.
Yeah.
This was a mess. This was a mess.
Yeah, that's whack. I'm sorry.
That was whack. This one was decent because it has the Vulture,
Yeah.
the Iron Man shit.
Yeah, that was not
Yeah.
bad. You know, it's got some action and some movement in it. I like
This
that.
one is the comic book.
That's not too bad.
This was
I
garbage.
think maybe like wait, the one that you just showed us, that I feel like that would have been cool if like that was the poster for
Brand New Day.
Brand New Day. You know, they just kind of like
Right.
updated it a little bit.
It's like, what
But
we
no, I would
doing?
like that.
This one was cool. I remember Harkins Camelview. I had the mini poster of this somewhere, probably my parents' house. This one was cool. You know why? Because I love the steelbook of this. I love the steelbook. I love the steelbook. I have this on my shelf. I love the design on this one right here. The back and forth, like that's the front. I love this design. I love this, and then the back is this one. I thought the back is the Vulture. Like I love. This is clean. I love this
That's
shit.
pretty cool.
But it's like, to your point, ever since then, it's like, yeah, we don't care. It's like, what are we
Yeah,
doing?
it's just too lazy, man.
Yeah, bro. It's
I
like,
don't like that. I don't like that shit.
it's like, what the fuck? This, yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, the fucking Universal Studios is funny, Nick. That's hilarious.
That looks like the
Right.
Universal Studios poster.
Bro, that is like one of the worst. I'm sorry. Yeah.
It is, bro. This is lazy. This is just lazy, bro. This is
Like,
like,
there's-
Superman.
That one kind of has potential, but it's like I don't know. I think it looks a little bit too digital to me. Like
Oh,
I think you know what? If they kind
I
of
think that's what it is, bro. I think that's what it is. Most of these
Way too
posters are
touched up,
they
bro.
just look too digital.
with
you
that
know.
one, if they did some shit where like this same exact thing, like maybe the suit's kind of torn, like you see he's got like a cut on his lip, like he's kind of like beat up.
busted
'Cause-
up.
Yeah, it's like that would again like it tracks with the story that it appears that they're gonna be giving us in the movie. It's like, yo, this
Yeah.
dude is down bad. He ain't got nothing except the clothes on his back and the fucking spider suit.
I'm also kind of bummed that we never got a really cool poster of all three of them. Like, look, this is Photoshop. Like, look at this shit, bro. This is Photoshop.
Yeah,
Like,
it
come
feels
on,
like
bro.
yeah, it just feels like yeah, they're in the movie. Here you go.
Yeah, like honestly, I saw this is better. This is fake, but this was better than half that shit. I was like, what are we doing here,
Yeah.
guys? I have a shirt. It's in my drawer, but I have a shirt where it was t-shirt, all three Spider Man. Yeah. Like this, that looks better. That was on fucking like Hot Topic or whatever I went to, where I bought it from, whatever. Like that looks better than all of those posters. It's like, come on
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But anyway, again, of Spider-Man, I'm looking forward to it. I trust the writers, and is it Destin? Daniel Cretton is the director. I trust him, obviously, after his work, Wonder Man, and obviously Short Term 12, those other movies too. I'm looking forward to it. I won't be surprised. There's a trailer 2 coming out, I want to say next week. I'm going to avoid it as much as I can. I don't want to know shit about this movie. I just want to go in blind. I don't want to see no trailer, no leaks, no AI. I don't want to see what's got Rent. I don't want to see him in the trailer. I don't want to see any kind of like. I don't want to see nothing. I'm good. I'm sold. I'm there. But they're gonna be like, oh, can you believe so and so's in this? And it's like, I don't want to say no. No. So that's my second movie of the year of the summer. Third, this is tough. Where I'm kind of leaning towards scary movie, but also I'm leaning to Spielberg. It's tough. This one is really tough because I'm kind of like this is a good summer. This is a really good summer, and I think even like. Yeah, come on, Minions. Okay, no, I'm joking about Minions.
Minions. Man, I was about to log off.
I'm looking right now. It's like I feel like I think I'm leaning towards disclosure dates because, like, to Moses' point as well, like this is the Spielberg we grew up with. Like this is the ambulance that we grew up with. Like this is like like movies we grew up on and kind of like we fell in love with. End of Oak Street, I'm intrigued by because the guy who did It Follows. I'm intrigued by that one. It's Abrams producing.
It's about to be a sequel to Cloverfield, I think.
Oh, bro, god damn it!
With Abrams producing, respectfully,
it's gonna be. I suppose we're about Overlord. I fucking love Overlord, and I was like, don't you dare! You keep that alien upstairs. Keep his ass upstairs. I want to see him. But yeah, I'll probably go with Disclosure Day just because like it's Spielberg, and I feel like we haven't got an original Spielberg in 22 years, which is crazy. Like that's absurd. So I'm going with Disclosure Day just because I want to see. The marketing's been pretty good. Again, it's an original Spielberg movie. David Koepp is writing it too, a guy that we grew up with as a writer. So I think it's that he's going back to his roots as like the sci-fi summer blockbuster, which I think all of us grew up with the Spielberg ambulance summer blockbuster. So I got faith in my boy in old Stevie Spielberg here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. So yeah, I'm gonna go Odyssey, Spider-Man, and Disclosure Day. Yeah, so it's gonna be a good summer, y'all. It's gonna be a good box office summer. I know Mandalorian didn't do that well, unfortunately, but you know what? I think we're gonna be good though with Scary Movie next week. Dude, it's gonna be a packed ass week next week. We got Scary Movie next week, Masters of the Universe, which we'll see how that goes, and then we got also Power Ballad on the same day. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Good.
I'm mad at it.
Good. I love good programming for the movies, but yeah, guys. Those are our picks for the week. Probably skip that instead of doing our 1-on-1s. But before we go, though, Moses, where can our Nick, actually, as always. Nick, where can our lovely audience find you at home?
You can find me right here at the Genre of Your Life podcast. You can find me on Instagram at Ahmad Johnson98. And, of course, always in your hearts and your soul. And wherever there was a movie being enjoyed, there's a little piece of me there, too.
You're in the booth behind the projector. Yes. Yes.
I'm like, this is why I'm here.
Yeah, you better like
this
that
is
shit.
my life's purpose.
To quote Seth Rogen in the studio, I'm single-handedly saving cinema. Moses?
Yeah, you can find me on IG at Moses Lowy_. You can find me my website directed by Moses Lowy. You can find me here at the Genre of a Life podcast forever and always.
I like that.
Forever and always. Hell yeah.
You can see me lined up at the IMAX in a week. I'll be there for a month. In line for us for Odyssey tickets. What, too early? Too early? Okay, I tried. You can find me telling you to go see Power Ballad for free again using the Adam code.
For free.
Adam Ballad. AZ listeners, of course, Harkins Camelview, Scottsdale. Well, of course, you can find me right here with these amazing guys who I'm honored to share this podcast with every week on the Genre of Life podcast here at Midway Avenue Productions, or MAP, as Nick called it. I know Nick's face is laughing.
Map.
I love Nick's. Nick was just like, yep.
Oh.
Oh, it's good. No, it's cool that this week we again being together this week on the screen together, like it solidified all the hard work we did in the past 4 years come November, which is crazy. But no, of course you can find all our cool links right here. Nick's amazing article, Mo's amazing article, their amazing short films, you name it, all here on our link tree on our Instagram page as well as our YouTube channel, of course. Again, all our socials are all one word, Midway Avenue Productions on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, of course. Again, review us, rate us. You can find my personal podcast, my personal podcast. Yes, podcast, of course. You can find my personal Instagram. A long day, y'all. Personal Instagram.
You got a personal podcast?
I have what it called Disclosure Day with Doug. You can find no, just 3Ds. Yeah, you can find my personal Instagram at the Young Jones, and of course you find me on Twitter or X at Capri Sun. Of course, thank you all so much for tuning in this week. Again, share us with a fellow movie fan, a friend, family, you name it. Again, we'll be here, of course, no matter what, on every podcast platform and YouTube. Stay well, stay safe. Go see Power Ballad or just go to the movies. Go to the movies. It's been a great summer so far. A lot of great programming for you all. Please go to the movies. Go get a big icy, get a big popcorn. But more importantly, as always, we will see you guys at the movies.